Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Aquarius. So if this is not resonating for you, make sure to check your other placements. So we're going to start with this deck, and I'm going to get a few cards to see what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation. And then I'm going to get a few cards from this deck for the person you're connected to energetically. So let's jump right in. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Could be dealing with an earth sign. All right. Aquarius, what do you need to know right now? We have timing. We have divine timing and patience. Actually, just as I was moving that card, I started to feel a rush of heat. And underneath we have self-improved awakening. So glow up. So it looks like you are going through a glow up, and whatever you are, this card wanted to come off, strength, standing in your courage, stability, inner power. It feels like whatever you're going through, you need to trust in divine timing. And it looks like right now you're very focused on self-improvement, awakening, and even lifestyle change. You could be making healthier lifestyle choices. Could be exercising more. So let's get into it. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Oh my gosh, I just heard heavy hitter. I don't know why I heard that, but this is some intense energy. We have twin flame, mirroring self-soul connection. So it does feel like you're connected to a twin flame, or you resonate with being on the twin flame journey. Let me just go in order here. So the first card to come out was spying, and we have fire sign. So you could be, I feel like you have someone watching you right now. And this could be, I'm hearing a few different things. So if you are going through a glow up and glowing from the inside out, you would be in a very magnetic energy. And I do feel like you have someone watching you here. The thing that I'm hearing though is that you could have two people watching you, and one of them could be someone connected to your counterpart. I don't know who that is for you. It could be a friend of theirs, someone they know. I'm hearing that won't be for everyone, or it could even be their karmic is watching you. I also feel like if that's not resonating for you, that I think that whatever your situation, your counterpart is watching you right now. I do feel like you're in very magnetic energy. And we have toxic, we have codependency, addictions, karmic, controlling. So that's why I mentioned for some of you, the person, like if you know your counterpart is connected to a karmic, whatever that is, whether it's a friend or a love interest, I feel like they're watching you as well, keeping tabs on you. I do feel though that this, again, whoever you are, it's your counterpart that's watching you as well. This could have been a connection where there was some toxicity, some codependence, especially with that twin flame card coming out. I'm hearing something else, which I'll get to in a minute, but with that twin flame card coming out, it can be a very triggering connection, and you could have been codependently attached to this person. The other thing I'm hearing is for some of you, you could be struggling with energetically chasing this person, because we do have codependency here and we have spying. So like I said, it could be you, like you could be watching them as well, or you could be stalking their karmics. I shouldn't even say stalking, I hate that word, but you could be keeping an eye on their social media, which, you know, is a little bit of energetic chasing, or you could even be keeping an eye on whoever they're connected to, whether it's their friends, family, or a love karmic. But I keep hearing that's not going to be for all of you, because I don't think all of you are connected to someone with a karmic, but I feel like some of you are. And on the bottom, we have healing. So right now you are healing this codependency. You're healing from this, toxic situation. You're really, with that glow up, you're really going through self-improvement, difficult self-truths, acknowledgement, inner work. So you're doing the work is what I'm hearing. We have conflict, so there could have been a lot of conflict within this connection. Let me just make sure that's straight. All right, so we're going to look at the person you're connected to now. I got this heart for my birthday from my best friend. She's also my moderator, so you'll probably see her in my comment section, but I'm just in love with it, and I wanted to put it in my setup. All right. And then my kids got me this, which I kept the sticker on. It's Moonstone. And moonstones are actually about new beginnings. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. All right. So let's see. Stop it. You stay. That little fox, whenever I put him up there, he rattles. So he's just going to hang out right there. Oh, the fox. So you could have been dealing with someone with some toxic tendencies. But let's see what the person you're connected to, this person right here, let's see what is going on with them. So show me the person Aquarius is connected to. Show me the person Aquarius is connected to. So interesting. So we have dreams. So this person is currently having dreams about you, and they're getting divine guidance through dreams. Divine guidance, believe, pay attention. These are really interesting cards because we also have a crossroads here. So for those of you that this person does, that they have a karmic, they're at some sort of crossroads right now where they feel like they need to make a decision. And even if they don't have a karmic, this is someone at a crossroads who feels like they need to make a decision about this connection. I really like this because this says listen. And I feel like your person is listening to this divine guidance, and they're listening to their intuition when it comes to this connection. And then we have earth sign, which I did say when I was shuffling, I saw that. So you could be connected to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is also a card with that pentacle. This person is starting to focus on their stability and ground. And when they start to ground, I feel like that's when they're more in touch with their intuition. I do feel like this person is having dreams about you right now, receiving messages from spirit through dreams about you. I feel like this is someone who probably dreams about you and then wakes up really feeling your energy. Like you're very heavy on their mind when they wake up after they've had a dream about you. So we're going to let's get this deck. That's straight. So we're going to use tarot now to look at each of your energies, and then we're going to look at feelings, and then we'll look at what's coming. So we do have Hanged Man energy here, which is the energy of a pause or quiet between you separation, and it brings new perspectives. Hanged Man energy is what leads to death and transformation. Could be dealing with Pisces or an Aries. We have Judgment. So we definitely have an awakening happening here. And with that twin flame card mirroring, if you are someone who's acknowledging difficult self-truths and you are someone who is healing and awakening, your person would be mirroring that energetically. At a delay, I'm hearing, like it could have taken them a bit longer to get there. And we have the Magician. We have a lot of major arcanas coming out. So the Magician is the energy of manifestation. It's also the energy of, working on all of your elements, trying to make something happen. It can also be about communication. So that is Gemini and Virgo, I believe. A black dog or a black cat could be symbolic. I just noticed a dog hair on that card. So let's see. I feel like you're both making adjustments right now. Lots of self-evaluation, that acknowledging difficult self-truths, doing the inner work, that gives me Judgment energy. Whoa, we have the Empress. Beautiful, beautiful. So you're trying to focus on this Empress energy, nurture yourself. That's Taurus and Libra. And then we have the World, which talks about the end of a chapter, the beginning of a new one. And then we have Four of Wands. So it does feel like, you know, right now you're focused on coming into inner union with yourself. You're trying to remain in this Empress energy. I do feel like you're trying not to chase this person. Again, if you're feeling called to watch them online, or if they're connected to someone, to watch them online, I'd try not to do that, because it's not going to help you and it could confuse you further. I didn't even mention that we have this card right here. So keep going, don't stop, you're almost there. This card is about perseverance. It's about so many people, right before they get to the top, they give up. So you're really persevering right now. I'm hearing the Nine of Wands. So you're wounded and weary from battle, but you're persevering with hope and determination. Empress energy, love it. Divine feminine energy, love it. So let's look at your person's energy first. So show me the person Aquarius is connected to. Show me the person Aquarius is connected to. Like, the major arcana cards that are coming out are insane. That's basically all I've seen, except for that Four of Wands. I've only seen major arcana cards. So your person, Wheel of Fortune energy right now, there is decisive moments happening, decisive decisions that they're making in their life right now. The Wheel of Fortune, they're trusting in fate is what I'm hearing. They're making adjustments, making changes. We have the Chariot. Holy cow. So we've got the Lovers on the bottom, which I wanted to mention. Another major arcana. And this card, the Chariot, is about them moving into alignment, coming more into alignment with their self. And the Chariot, you know, you can see this white and black horse. And to me, that's very symbolic of divine feminine, divine masculine energy. This is some, not even, I don't even want to say heavy, but it's like this is some big energy with all of these major arcanas. How many have I seen? I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcanas. So this person is moving into alignment. And there is movement here. There's forward movement when it comes to this connection. Let's get another one. Your person's energy. Oh my gosh, we have the Hermit? Like, seriously. That's 9 major arcanas that we've seen. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. So I have to be honest about this. Your person looks to be single. And the other day I did a reading where I was like, your person seems to be in the single energy, and people were like, my person's not single. Then maybe it's not your reading. But because what I'm seeing, the Hermit, this is someone in isolation. This is someone in self-reflection. So we've got all the fixed signs here, which I always second guess myself with those. I think it's Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. And then we have Cancer and we have Virgo energy here. But the Hermit is self-reflection, self-introspection. And that's the energy that you're in as well. So that's what I meant about mirroring. And this person, like, isolated in love, the Hermit, this is someone who's 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit, very much single energy, isolated energy. I would even say even if they do have a karmic, they're very isolated from that karmic. Nine of Pentacles, this person is working on themselves. They're working on self-improvement. They're working on empowering themselves. And again, it's a very independent energy. This, I like this. I really like this. So let's see. Yeah, we've got the Four of Cups in reverse, which is about clarity and awareness. I like that. I like your person's energy. So let's look at your energy. Show me Aquarius's energy. What? We've got the High Priestess. This is beautiful. Trusting your intuition. Very quiet. Being patient. The High Priestess, very patient. Very... I'm just repeating myself, but very quiet, very patient, trusting their inner knowing, trusting their intuition. It is divine feminine energy. I love this. Hanged Man energy. Oh my gosh, the major arcanas, I cannot get over it. Hanged Man energy on the bottom. So you are surrendering to your intuition. I feel like you're surrendering to the counterpart journey. You know, what I was seeing is that you're working on coming into inner union with yourself. And I can see what that's doing to your person's energy. They always say the feminine leads the way. This is beautiful. You could even you could be highly intuitive. You could even be psychic. I love it. I love it. All right, let's get it. Let's get two more for you. Show me Aquarius's energy. What is happening here? We have the Moon, more divine feminine energy, another major arcana. This is insane. That's card 11. That's a major arcana that I've seen. So again, you're trusting your intuition. You're doing your inner work, doing shadow work, trying not to get swept away by that fear and illusion. And this is really nice. Four of Wands on the bottom. So again, you're trusting your intuition when it comes to this connection. And it does feel to me that you're like, that's two cards of divine feminine energy. And we had the Empress in the very beginning on the bottom. 3 divine feminine cards. Like, this is amazing. Let's get one more. And do I think that you... I do think that sometimes you struggle, maybe you struggle with speaking like me. I do think that sometimes you struggle with these two, with the dog and the wolf here. I do feel like sometimes, you know, your ego or your fear, you could still struggle with that. But for the most part, you're really trusting your intuition. This is beautiful. One more. One more for Aquarius. We have the World. Oh my gosh. And the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom, which is what was on your person's side. So you're both evolving. You're both working on yourselves. This is just beautiful. And if you look at this card, the World, she is laying there trusting in the universe. She's trusting in what will happen needs to happen. I don't know if I've ever done a reading where it's all major arcanas. This is insane. So the World card, you could be ending certain cycles, ending patterns. You could be focusing on your fulfillment. You could be even traveling. You know, again, the end of a chapter, the beginning of a new one. I just feel like you are healing and leaving behind a lot of the things that no longer align with you and doing the inner work. And that is beautiful, my friend. I am blown away by this. I'm blown away. And again, 9 of Pentacles on the bottom, and it wants to show me the 4 of Cups. So clarity and awareness. And just glow up energy, 9 of Pentacles. So you're both in this very independent energy, stepping into your higher selves. with the Nine of Pentacles, like you're both working towards the highest version of yourselves. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right, so let's see how your person is feeling about you right now. How is your person feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you? Another major arcana. What is happening here? Hanged Man on the bottom. Like, I just... this is insane to me. I mean, I've had major arcanas come out like this in readings before, but not like it's all major arcanas. So huge changes, life-changing energy. This is not just day-to-day energy. This is like life-changing energy. So how your person feels about you, we've got the Strength card. And I've heard a lot of readers say they see this as the divine feminine. And I do feel like this person feels a very strong bond with you with the Strength card. They very strongly feel your energy. The Strength card with usually there's an infinity symbol on the Strength card, and it's symbolic of a connection that cannot be destroyed nor recreated. It's like I'm hearing it's like a once in a lifetime type of connection. This person clearly feels a very strong connection with you. I feel like you could have triggered this person's ego with the Strength card and really seen the lion in them, seen the most triggered versions of them. With the twin flame journey, you trigger those wounds, those unhealed parts of each other, and they get brought to the surface so that you can heal them. For how your person feels about you, I do feel like your person feels like, you're not taking action towards them right now. I do feel like they have a new perspective of you, and they feel like you're standing in your inner strength. You're not chasing them. You're really empowering yourself right now. I love that. Oh my gosh. Leo energy. We have Pisces and Cancer. Let's keep going. How is this person feeling about you? How is this person feeling about you? We've got the Queen of Swords. So they do feel like you're standing in your power right now, standing in your authenticity. You also could have put up boundaries with this person, especially if there was toxicity. You could have said to this person, I know my worth. I know what I deserve, with the Queen of Swords. This person feels like you have high standards. You know what you want. Nine of Pentacles, you want someone to add to your life, not take away from it, is what I'm hearing. With the Queen of Swords, for how they feel about you, they could feel apprehensive about coming towards you. On this white deck, I did see this card, stress, worry, overthinking. So they could be feeling apprehensive about coming to you, especially if you are standing in your power. Especially if you're standing in your power and you have a lot of self-worth and you have boundaries and high standards. I can see how this person would feel apprehensive about approaching you. Wow. Very nice. And then on the bottom, we have the 10 of Cups for how they feel about you. So they feel like you're their emotional fulfillment. They feel like you're their happily ever after. This is, it's very beautiful. So I actually want to get one more card for how your person feels about you, because I'm feeling called to get one more. We have another major arcana. Oh my gosh, what is that now? 12 of them? So the Fool. So they are feeling, look at this, love, Ace of Cups. They feel this love for you. I do think they're feeling like they want to take a leap of faith towards you. But again, Queen of Swords, I do feel like they're feeling apprehensive because they know that you know your worth now. You know what you deserve. And I feel like this person wasn't giving you what you deserved in the past. This is beautiful. Your person could also have a fear that, you have new love in your life. I'm not seeing that you have new love, but you could. Ace of Cups, this person is feeling like coming towards you with an offer of love here. Ten of Swords in reverse, wanting to put this connection back together. This person feels like you've learned your lesson from this and you are very much loving yourself, knowing your worth. The Ten of Swords in reverse does talk about wanting to reconciliate, wanting to put this back together. All right. Let's see how you're feeling about them. Let's see how you're feeling about them. And the moon card, the moonstone says new beginnings on it. Remember I showed that to you? New beginnings. So we have the Lovers in reverse, another major arcana. I just, I can't get over this. I've never had this happen in a reading. Like, again, the only card that's not a major arcana that I've seen is the Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Everything else, major arcana. So for how you feel about this person, we do have the Lovers in reverse. So it is showing that you feel disharmony, separation from this person. There could have been an imbalance in this connection energetically, especially because we have the Six of Pentacles on the bottom. So this person maybe wasn't giving to you as much as you were giving. And that's what I meant about that codependency. You could have been overgiving to this. For how you feel about this person, I'll just look in the book too. Definitely separation. Disharmony, imbalance, indecision. For how you feel about this person, there could have been a lot of outer conflicts and inner conflicts within this connection, or that this person was dealing with. And imbalance in relationship. And for how you feel about this person, the Lovers in reverse talks about avoiding taking responsibility for their actions. So it feels like this person did something in the past and didn't take accountability for those actions. You know, I see people make comments like that, like, my person will never take accountability, my person will never change. I was in a very similar situation to that. I had that very similar mind frame years ago about mine. And I do feel like this person is changing and making adjustments. I have seen people like that change to the point where they take accountability for everything. They start saying they're sorry for things they don't even need to say they're sorry about. I just wanted to mention, though, with, like I said, with the Lovers in reverse, it does feel like this person hasn't taken accountability for this card right here, or for the imbalance in this relationship. If there was an imbalance energetically, or this person wasn't giving enough to this connection, it feels like you're feeling like they never took accountability for that. Oh my gosh, Gemini energy. Let's see how you're feeling about them. Let's get another one. How are you feeling about them? Yeah, Justice. What? That's 13. What the heck is happening here? Justice. So you do feel like this person owes you truth, accountability, and justice. And, you know, there could have been an imbalance in this connection I'm seeing, and they could have blamed you unfairly. I'm so glad. Is this recording? Like, I've never had this happen. 13 major arcanas. What is happening? This is amazing. Thanks for letting me witness this. And look, we've got 10 of Cups on the bottom. So you do feel like this person is your happiness, your emotional fulfillment. I think that you're realizing that emotional fulfillment comes within, and that's what you're finding in yourself. But if you look at this image, this feminine is looking right at that masculine. Aw. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. How are you feeling about this person? What is... Again, if I didn't have this on camera, no one would believe this. Judgment. So you are feeling like this person needs to do a lot of self-evaluation, soul searching, accept and acknowledge their own difficult truths. I do feel like you feel like this person was a catalyst in your own awakening and your own glow up. And I feel like this person caused you to reflect on a lot about yourself as well. Oh my gosh. And we've got Five of Swords on the bottom. So you feel like they need to make amends for their wrongdoing. Five of Swords in reverse. So you feel like they need to make amends for their wrongdoing. That's another card of reconciliation. So I do feel like you want reconciliation with this person. I just cannot get over this. The only card that's not a major arcana here is this Queen of Swords. Like, I just can't get over that. So now I'm going to look at your person's intentions towards you right now. And then instead of looking at their actions, I'm going to look at the next 6 weeks between you, what's happening between you in the next 6 weeks. But I got to tell you, this energy right here, very powerful. This is like the whole thing, transformative energy. And your person had a lot of cards about listening to their intuition, you know, letting their intuition guide them. And that's that hermit energy. Once you get quiet, once you remove the noise of everyday life, once you spend that time in isolation, that's when you can hear your inner voice and your intuition. Oh my goodness. What are your person's intentions towards you? What are their intentions towards you right now? What are their intentions towards you right now? We've got the Six of Cups. So their intentions towards you are to reconnect with you and to heal this. I feel like their intentions right now are to heal some of their wounds as well. They're very nostalgic about you right now. Page of Pentacles. Their intentions are to offer you something stable. And I feel like they think about this. They think about what they can offer. Look, Ace of Pentacles. Like they're laying there, they're thinking about you, very nostalgic about you, laying there thinking of, am I stable enough to offer this to Aquarius? So their intentions are to reconnect with you and offer you stability and a new chapter, new beginning. The Page of Pentacles can also sometimes, to me, be symbolic of an apology. So that's their intentions. Their intentions are to reunite with you. That's reunion energy, Six of Cups, hearing from this person reaching out to you. And I'm noticing this masculine is holding one little shell, and they had the Ace of Cups for how they feel about you, which was a shell. Anyway, this is so nice. So trust in divine timing. Keep going. You're almost there. Look at this freaking energy. Like, I cannot get over this. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see the next 6 weeks between you. Like I said, that'll show me action if there's any action being taken. So show me the energy between Aquarius and their person in the next 6 weeks. Show me the energy between Aquarius and their person in the next 6 weeks. We've got the King of Cups, so it does feel like there's an offer of love coming. We've got the Hierophant. Oh my gosh. So the King of Cups does show an offer of love coming in. Remember how I pointed out that masculine holding the shell? So it does feel like this person is going to come forward with an offer of love. The King of Cups follows their intuition. The King of Cups is also not toxic. Can I just point that out? This person is not coming in a toxic energy. The King of Cups is emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature, has a balance between their head and their heart. So it's not like they're rushing in because they're scared that you're going to be gone forever. So they're rushing in prematurely. It's also not that Knight of Cups, which is listening to their intuition, even if it doesn't make logical sense. And what I mean by that is this person's intuition. Let's just say this was the Knight of Cups. That would be this person's intuition telling them to come towards you, even though logically they know they still have things to work on, is my point. This is someone coming in very mature energy. We have the Hierophant, which points to a higher level of commitment. So I'm hearing this person wants to solidify something with you. And this is someone who's not reacting from a toxic place. And the King of Cups, this is someone ready to put in effort. And I think in the past, from what I'm seeing over here, they weren't putting in the effort. So usually I get 5 cards for this portion, but we'll see. I'm going to get another one. So the next 6 weeks, show me the next 6 weeks. So we have the 9 of Swords. Well, there's the anxiety. There's the anxiety. We have the 8 of Cups. So that symbolizes your person walking away from something. I just want to confirm that 9 of Swords. One more, the next 6 weeks. Yeah, we've got the 2 of Cups. So it shows this person walking away from what no longer serves them and coming towards you, wanting a conversation with you with the 2 of Cups. And they could feel anxious about this. We've got the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. So this is someone, and the Queen of Cups. So this is someone who wants to show dedication towards this commitment, the Knight of Pentacles, and they could be slow moving. So what I'm seeing is when they come in, they could be someone who is feeling a little bit anxious about how, because I was seeing the Queen of Swords, right? So I do feel like they're a little bit anxious, stress, overthinking, worrying about how you're going to receive them. But the Knight of Pentacles does show someone wanting to commit to this, someone being very dedicated to this, wanting to put in the effort. It can be a bit of slow-moving energy, though. So your person could come in and move quite slowly until they feel safe to open up, or until they see that you're not going to like cut them off with that Queen of Swords. And the 8 of Cups does show them walking away from that past version of themselves. It feels, or it shows that they're potentially walking away from someone else, like if they do have a karmic, to come towards you. This shows them walking towards their fulfillment, which is you. Wanting to come together for an honest conversation, 2 of Cups. So I just want to see what your advice about this is. What advice does Aquarius need? What advice does Aquarius need about this? We have the 5 of Cups. So this person does have a lot of regret over what happened in the past. I actually want to look at my book at the 5 of Cups for advice for you. I do feel like this person has a lot of regret over what happened in the past. Let me just see if I can get you some advice. Okay. So the 5 of Cups reflects the deep transitions of change that emerge through uncertainty, when something destabilizes your life or an inner survival mode kicks in. This takes you to your edges and may come as a result as unfilled expectations. So your person, I don't feel like they were meeting your expectations. There will be a deeper need for inner and outer forgiveness at this time. So it does feel like Spirit's saying, like, if you feel like this person is taking accountability and has made changes, there is a need to forgive them in order to move forward. And if you can't forgive them, then maybe you walk away. But I don't think you're walking away. Like, I just cannot get over all these major arcana cards. I feel like this person is going to come in very different. I feel like they're going to come in taking that accountability. I'm actually going to read you another thing. It's from the Moonchild Tarot. This card can be a sign of new beginnings as you ease into a flow of greater improvements in your life, which is totally you. You are ready to take the next steps to move forward with confidence and strength. You can look back on the choices you've made and reflect on the lessons you have gleaned. If you are holding on to any suppressed feelings or doubts, now may be the time to acknowledge these with self-compassion. So if you are still holding on to suppressed feelings or doubts, Spirit's saying to look at those now before this person comes in. A time for forgiveness, clearing, introspection, and love. Well then. Well then. What a reading that was. So let's see what this person wants to say to you. What does this person want to say to Aquarius? Listen, you need to calm down. What if I put you over here? Oh, self-love. So this person working on their self-love, that got left behind when I did the cut. So let's see. I do believe they're working on their self-love. So let's see what your person wants to say. Usually I get 5 of these. So what does your person want to say to you? What does your person want to say to you? We have new chapter. So I don't feel like this person has been able to move on. And there is this new chapter, new beginning coming. This person wants to move on from whatever happened in the past. I do feel like they want to make amends. Neglected, I failed to give you what you need. And I was seeing that possibly that could have been a thing here. And you were showing me in this that this person, maybe there was a relationship imbalance. Absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Daydreaming, I am always longing for you. And reveal, I want to tell you the truth. So yeah, they're definitely coming in wanting to talk. So my friends, I'm going to leave it here. My Aquariuses, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. And I will remember this reading for a long time. Sending you lots of love and light. Bye.